Yeah, honestly, like, honestly, okay. I'm a theater kid, but so this might be like a hot take, but I actually never really got Wicked. Sorry, I just never got it. So I tried, but I'm not gonna get it,
Wait,
so it's okay.
honey.
You've already watched Wicked multiple times.
What? What are you? What are you talking about?
Look around you.
That's why there's no place like talking.
I've seen this week people are taking lyrics of Divine Family and holding space for that and feeling power in that.
That's I don't know the representation.
I've seen it. Yes.
Oh, hello, hi. This is Late Night Rants with Lanita. Yes, hi, it's me, Lanita. I used to do this series back in college on my private Instagram stories, and I had like memes, and I was just talking about stuff that was going on in school, pop culture, all that. And I graduated this past May, yes, and so I stopped doing it. But then I was like, ugh, I miss it. And I was like, it needs to be in a new form. You know, I'm in a new part of my life. I feel like that's appropriate. And so I've started this YouTube channel for it. This new series, Late Night Rants with Lanita. It's just me talking and yapping late at night. Because instead of talking to the walls, why not talk to a camera? And I'm lonely. So we're going to start this. Here we go. Today we're talking about Wicked. As you can tell, my feelings on the matter are quite strong. They're quite strong. They are. Look, as a theater kid, because I am a theater kid. Okay, I did theater in high school. That's how I graduated with a BFA in acting. Went to a conservatory. Went to conservatory. I did all the things. And let me tell you something. I never. I never understood Wicked. I can never connect with it.
I do not want to comment.
Why? Why?
Yes, I am aware of the sins I've committed. I'm aware. Look, there was something about the material that there was like a disconnect with me for like a really long time. And in high school, when I was like painfully in my theater like musical phase, I was more of like a Rent, Chicago. I had a obsession with SpongeBob musical. Yeah, I know. Um, but also the musical's good. Hey, it's good. Don't put too much. Look, we all know how we feel about Ethan Slater. We all know how we feel about Ethan Slater. But SpongeBob musical is a masterpiece. Argue with the wall. But that was my whole thing back in high school. Okay, and I tried Wicked. I tried listened to the soundtrack. I can never just fully get it until now. I've watched it how many times in theaters? We're not gonna talk about it. And I work in a movie theater, so I watched it for free. So you know damn well. As you can see from the skit at the beginning, and the huge poster in the back. Obviously, I'm a Wicked stan now. Is why I feel like it never really resonated with me. It's because I was never presented in a way that made sense. Hello guys, it's Editor Me. I just wanted to say what I mean by not making sense is in there's a white woman playing an experience that every person of color has had, right? but it's not being played by a person of color, and that was the reason why there was a disconnect between me and Wicked. But I didn't realize that was a disconnect until I saw Wicked the movie. But I also want to make it clear that always had a respect for the original Wicked, and through this process, I've learned to love the original Wicked. And Dita Menzel is fantastic. Any actor who's played Alpha before, fantastic, right? She's the original, and this is no way a diss towards her at all. Anyways, back to the video. Here's the tea, and this is what's getting me. I feel like in this channel, we're probably going to be talking a lot of me, of talking about pop culture in the perspective of someone who wants to be a part of that one day. It's kind of crazy that this is a story, it's supposed to be an allegory, to my understanding. It's an allegory about America. Abusive use of power, manipulation, corrupt in government, racism.
I'm gonna say it. Racism?
I'm gonna say one more time. Racism. The power dynamics in America, white privilege, oppression. An Alphaba's story mirrors so many people. So now I understand why I never got it. And in a way, now I want to say, now I'm doing my research in Wicked for the past month, because again, I'm obsessed. I've now known that there was one. Yes, hello. Yes, there has been one. The first one was in 2005. And she slayed. I watched this video. But there's also been other instances of Alphabas being played by a black woman or a black actress, but it has never been she was never cast as, you know what I'm saying? It was always swing or understudy, never principal main right out. She should have been the lead. She should have been the part. She deserved that. I watched the video. She ate. She ate. My thing is, if Alphaba's story rings true to so many women of color, female presenting people of color, and especially black women and black female presenting people. So she's literally getting discriminated for her skin color. Hello. So why hasn't there never been a main why? Thank God John Chu understood the assignment, because and here's something I also want to say, as someone who went through 4 years of liberal arts school and blah blah blah, that something I really had to learn as an actor who is a person of color, and as a black actor, and as a black performer, and as a black artist, you have to be able to connect with all of yourself, because whiteness is such the dominant in culture at large. We know this, that it's really easy for black actors to get lost in that. You could be playing a period piece that's set in the 1800s, and your character is in some high mighty society, but unlike Bridgerton, where it's that's a completely alternate situation, it would not make sense for a black person to be playing someone who's not saying black women want to do, but I don't know, slavery. Oppression. I don't know, it wouldn't make sense if for a black person to play someone who's high and mighty in society in 1700s, you know what I'm saying, in a play. That wouldn't make sense, because that's not historically accurate. If the play is based in realism, that wouldn't make sense. And so it creates this cognitive dissonance between you and the role you're playing, because in actuality this is not you. Black people and people of color existed everywhere in history. You just need to find them. You know what I'm saying? And so it creates this cognitive dissonance. It creates this eerie feeling, and it's hard to talk to the director about it, especially if the environment doesn't really lend itself to be able to talk to the director about this. And I feel that's really hard. And so with all being said, what made me feel really cool about this is that Cynthia Erivo was we understood what the story really is about, and was yeah, I'm gonna do the nails. Yes, her hair is gonna have micro braids, because it's not I know she said this in speech, accepting some award. She was she didn't want to just reflect Alphaba's greenness, but she wanted to reflect her blackness, because yes, connect that ground to story and makes, songs like The Wizard and I, even like Defying Gravity, have more weight because someone who has a real world experience for being discriminated for their skin color is playing the role. And I'm just kind of mad because shouldn't that have always been the case? I'm confused. Shouldn't that have always been the damn case? It's why? Oh, look, okay, I want to say this. We love Indina Menzel. We love Kristen Chenoweth. Of course, they're icons. This has nothing to do with them, okay? They got cast in the role and they ate it. And specifically Indina Menzel ate it, okay? Look, this has nothing to do with them. It's more of the casting, directors, and the vision. Shouldn't it have made sense? And it's okay, like Indina Menzel can do it first. She's iconic. But like, shouldn't along the way, since it's been on Broadway for so long, again, we've only had one that I am aware of. But we never had a black woman or a black female presenting person play the titular role, like play Alphaba as the lead, like she is, not an understudy, not a swing. That does not make sense to me. Doesn't anyone get like slight ick because of that? That doesn't make sense. And that's just confusing me. And I feel like that's what makes this version, so powerful, because it's really like Cynthia Erivo, Ariana Grande, Jonathan Bailey, Jeff Goldblum. Oh my god, the list goes on and on. Like, A down in this movie, okay? Phenomenal acting. So good. I mean, there's been a million videos saying how amazing they are and everything. And we know the PR mess, or genius, depending on who you're asking, and the marketing, and the crying, and the cheating, and the scandals, and the, all of those things. Look, if you want to have someone get into that, watch another video, because this video is not what this is about, but we know. But for everything this movie is, though, like the actual art piece it is, masterclass. There's a reason why. I think it's now the highest grossing movie musical of all time. Like, there's a reason why. It's connecting. Again, not saying the original didn't. Of course it did, in a different way. But I feel like this is the version that we need out there. And I hope that Broadway is listening and hearing this reception and is looking, when they cast the next Alphaba, to make her a black woman. I feel like it makes sense. Or just a woman of color anyway, But who else would play this real world experience better? Nana, come on. And I'm just kind of like baffled that connection hasn't been made on a professional, like, big time, like, level yet. I think that's baffling. Again, glad, well, now has been, but I think before, for a while hasn't been. And I think if Cynthia Erivo doesn't get the Oscar nom, sorry, I just ate this mic.
Yikes.
If Cynthia Erivo does not get this Oscar nom, if Ariana Grande does not win, if the whole cast don't win everything, again, I love this movie so much. I mean, the dance numbers phenomenal, the costumes, the amount of love and care put into this. I mean, this is just a dream come true. I mean, wow. I can't even get into how much I love the Ozda scene between the Ozda scene. Tears. Dancing through life, here at the Ozda. Masterclass. If they don't win every single Oscar ever and they don't win every award ever for this movie, I'm gonna riot. And I don't think I'm alone in that opinion. This is mainly it. I really hope Broadway sees this and, changes some things up. I know like a black actor has played Glinda before, I believe, too. But yeah, I think Alphaba needs to be black, or needs to be a woman of color, or female presenting person of color. I just think that's really important. And so yeah, that's really it. That's my rant. It's just why, oh why hasn't Alphaba always been black? This makes sense. And now I get Wicked, and now it's my favorite thing ever. And if I said Wicked, the movie musical, wasn't my favorite movie now, I'd be lying. Kinda is now. I don't know. I don't feel shameful for that. It's really good. Catching in movie theaters while you still can. I know I'll be seeing it again. And so yeah, that's my video. See you guys. That was my late night rant. My next rant will be about who knows what. Watch this. Thank you if you're new. Thank you for coming. Oh my god, yay. No one mourns the wicked.